Audio and sound effects in this video were created using audio.com. Use the link in the description to get 10% off. Also, starting today, use promo code CYBER70 to get 70% off the music and sound effects subscription Audio Pro package. That's just $59 for the first year, which is less than $5 a month. And as a bonus, you'll get a Filmmaker Assets package that includes organic film grains, textures, LUTs, natural light leaks, and much more. This offer expires Friday, December 2nd at midnight Eastern Time. Hello everybody, welcome to Filmmaking Today. Boyan Dulabic here. So, are you looking for an easy way to get into film photography? Stay tuned. This is the Canon SureShot Zoom XL, a fully automatic point-and-shoot camera released in 1989. It uses a silicon photocell for a triangulation AF system. Let's take a closer look at the hardware. In the back, there is an on-off switch. On the top, you have the shutter release button, a flash button that will turn on the flash, turn it off, and turn on the slow sync mode. This is the intelligent framing zoom mode. Once you set shooting magnification, the camera memorizes it and lets you take pictures with the same subject size from a different shooting distance or angle. Here you have the self timer, which is 10 seconds, and this allows you to rewind the film before you finish an entire roll. In the front, there is the zoom in and zoom out buttons. Simply press and hold. And this is the infinity shoot button that allows you to set the lens to infinity mode, which is great for landscapes. You will have to hold down the button while you are taking the photo. This is the battery compartment. This camera takes a 2CR5 battery. On the other side, you have the release to open the film compartment to load a roll of film. And to load the film, simply place it on the right-hand side and go all the way to the left. On the back, you also have buttons for a date stamp. You have different date formats that you can choose from to stamp onto the photos, or just keep it off by selecting just the dashes. At the bottom, you have a detachable remote control that you simply slide off. This allows you to take a photo. Now let's take a look at the photos taken with this camera. Alright guys, so as you can see, this is a pretty interesting camera. Now, first of all, it is bulky. There's no doubt about that. So if you take a look at it, I mean, you know, holding in my hand here, it's definitely a bit of a bulky thing. Now, that can go either way. Some people like that because it gives you something to hold on, and it does have a nice grip. You get this little plastic thing here that's actually part of the cover where the battery is, and that does give you a very nice grip. So there's that. I personally like that, but it all depends, right? It's not as heavy because this is definitely from the plastic fantastic era that started in well, the 80s. So definitely not heavy, but a bit bulky. So something to keep in mind. In terms of features, as you saw, this is fully automatic, right? There are certain things you can turn on and off, like the flash, and that's great. So if, like I said, if you are looking for something easy to use that you don't want to think about, if you think that film photography is something intimidating and you just want something that works, this will do the job, no doubt. The one feature I do like is this infinity button here. So if you are shooting a landscape, push it, hold it, and you're gonna get, I'm assuming what it does, it just lowers the aperture so that everything's in focus. That's my thinking. If you know more about it, definitely let me know in the comments. But it's definitely handy to have. But you got to remember to push it down and hold it as you push the shutter button, right? One thing, so Canon on their website regarding this guy does say that this lens is the equivalent to an FD lens. That, I have a bunch of FD lenses. I wouldn't go that far. I think that's a bit of a marketing thing. However, having that said, it's a pretty good lens. It does a pretty nice job. So, you know, I think they exaggerated on that point, but I think it's still a pretty sweet lens for sure. So there's that. Yeah, all in all, it might take you a bit time to get used to the fact that, you know, the zoom in, zoom out buttons are here, as opposed to they're usually somewhere up here. But hey, you kind of get used to that. You know, after a few shots, you kind of, your muscle memory kicks in and you go, oh, it's here, right? So, something to keep in mind. Yeah, other than that, I mean, and the remote here, so down here, that's pretty cool, man. I haven't really found a use for it, but if you are into, well, selfies and all that stuff, it's pretty cool. Put this guy on a tripod, boom, hit the button, and off you go, right? So that's cool, and that's really nice way of having it down here. You don't even notice it. You might not even know it's there if you buy it, but yeah, it's definitely there. And you do have a tripod mount, which I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but you do have that. So yeah, all in all, I think this is a great little camera. This is for the beginner or even the professional who just wants something easy to use, doesn't want to fiddle around too much. I certainly enjoy shooting with this guy, and yeah, I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. So that's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, tell your friends, and all that good stuff, and stay tuned for more. Thanks.